dogs are listening.
You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
What we got's gonna turn your brain into shit.
Why you laugh?
Zlurpcast!
How come we were both making funny faces before? There's like a countdown in this software, and both of us were like when we play the commercials, they're already going to get the funny faces. And if you're listening only on audio, you don't get any of that. You got to watch the YouTube video. And I know. I'm not trying to say you can only listen to podcasts if you watch them. I'm not one of those people. That's the trend. I'm not the one saying it. I'm not the one doing it. The audio medium, I'm a big fan of, but people like to see things. That's just how it goes. Xtreme, do you listen to podcasts or do you watch them or do you neither?
Mostly listen. This morning on the way to work, the podcast that I normally listen to every morning wasn't on my Spotify, so I did pull it up on YouTube and listen to it as I was driving.
And isn't it funny that YouTube, after all these years, it's immune to broken links and RSS feeds and issues and what goes to what, you know what I mean? It's always going to be up there. I know the guys at Bolt Down, they're doing episodes, but none of them are on podcast feeds. They have to give you this super secret link to get there, and if they were on YouTube, they might be, I don't know if they're on YouTube, but it would go right there. It's like when shit's broken on a podcast link, that's it. Everyone's screwed by it. So it's, Who wants to see people like us anyway, though, right? I mean,
I don't know. Somebody must.
Well, later this episode, I'm going to talk about a tournament I'm going to run that features beer. Is that what you're having now? What do you got?
I got a lady beer.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I've been kind of addicted to these lately. They're at my local Publix. That's the Florida grocery store. It's pretty good. It is, can't tell in the can, things have no color. Yeah. Kind of like in Fight Club, in Project Mayhem, we have no name, or, inside a can, we don't know. It's supposed to be red. We'll find out. I mean, if I piss red, is that how I know?
I guess so.
I'm going to let you know if I start pissing red.
Thank you.
I'm also going to alert my doctor at once.
Yeah. I had a lot of doctors ask me if I had ever had blood in my stool. Oh. And I was every time, I don't really know because I'm colorblind and the reds and the browns, so unless I call my wife in to look at every shit I take, I don't know.
Every shit I take. I love that song. That's such a awful story on multiple levels, I mean, if you want to talk shit, I'll talk shit. Now, this is kind of weird. I don't even look anymore. I just, I drop it, I flush, and then I just kind of read or whatever else, for the last few minutes. But I don't look. I used to look, now I don't. So now I couldn't tell you. I'm choosing not to look at it. I'm choosing not to. It's my choice. My body, my choice. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if it's a number 5 or a number 7. That chart. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking shit. Sometimes, you listen to your favorite podcast. Those guys always talk shit. Those guys always talking shit. Yeah, I know those guys because I am those guys. In case you don't already know, this is Zlurpcast. It's a Blood Bowl podcast. Dare I say a Blood Bowel podcast.
Whoa,
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Do you get that? I didn't even plan that. That just popped up. I'm Jonny P. That's Xtreme. If you know us from the old days, you're going to be happy. Because as you may have heard on our April Fool's episode, it was a throwback, a back in the day little clip. Well, I found a stash, okay? I'm just going to say this right now. I'm not going to get into it too many times, but, I'm just going to throw it out there. People always ask about the old episodes. It's release the Epstein files. You know what I'm talking about? Which this bit's going to be outdated in a couple of years anyway. That joke will be outdated, quote unquote. No, release the old episodes. I've heard people say, release the old ones. Release Dubinsky from his cell. Well, he's dead, so I can't release him. But I listened to 2 full episodes, Xtreme. Episode 30, and I think episode somewhere in the teens, 15, 16, somewhere in that era. And you can't air them.
No.
You can't.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Like, Mighty Zug was interviewed, and he uses the other F word a lot. I'm like, okay. You know, and then, like, you know, there were just G-Dub, you know, uses up. It's just, here's the other thing, too. A lot of it was based on tournaments at that time. So I don't think I'm withholding that much valuable content from the Zlurp Nation, because it is stuff like, hey, what happened at Oktoberfest 3? You know, it's so outdated. But what I'm going to do, I think till further notice, TFN, if you will, I'm going to grab a clip from the old stuff, and I want to put it in the new stuff. You take one of the old and one of the new, and you put them together. So
carefully chosen, edited.
No, don't fucking like make it sound like I'm cutting our nuts off. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
It was a different time.
It was a different time. You know, some bands like, okay, I'll throw one out there for you. So the band Anthrax, I'm a big fan of. They had a live album come out a couple years ago. And there's a song they have about racism called Keep It in the Family. And they say some words in the song that you shouldn't say because they're talking about what racists say. You know what I mean? It's like, they said this. Well, in the live version from 2022, whatever it is, they changed those words, you know? They changed a really bad word into targets instead of the real word. You know, like, and some people complained in like the reviews and stuff, like, what the fuck? Like, oh, you changed the song. It's like, the song's actually about, so I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta, I'm not gonna change anything extreme because I don't have that capability. I don't have fancy editing things anymore. I don't work in radio anymore. However, to your point, I will carefully choose and curate that kind of thing there. And if you have Extreme has suggestions, if you want to dip into the files, you can. It's not for everybody, but it'll appeal to people who remember the old journey. So it's going to be like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So if you like, I don't care about that shit. I just started listening a year ago. Fuck all the old stuff. I don't care. That's fine. Let's skip over it. No big deal. So it'll be a back in the day segment happening this episode and all episodes going forward. We toyed with bringing back some other old features. We're going to pump the brakes on a little bit. You know, if there's a feature based on an argument between Extreme and I, and we agree on it, well, then there's no argument. So there's that.
Yeah, and to that, so the segment you're talking about, Good Dwarf, Bad Dwarf, in the past.
You wanted to name names. You can name names.
Sure.
Right.
When we did it in the past, people didn't understand that maybe we didn't believe in the side we were taking, and it was for entertainment value. You can't have two people that agree.
Like a heel and a face in wrestling.
Yeah, so then people would approach me in real life and be like, oh, I can't believe you said. It's like, well, somebody had to have the counter argument, or it would be very boring. Yeah,
it can't just be, what do you think? Agree? Okay. Move on. There's no show there. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be something. Right now, Extreme, you and I are pretty much on the same wavelength as far as Blood Bowl stuff, I think. I think we both have, like, we like the fluff, you know, naming teams, naming players, coming up with stories. We like certain tournaments and special rules. And I think we're eye to eye on a lot of stuff. But if you happen to think of something Extreme that you think I might be opposed to, I'd love to have an honest for once. Some fucking honesty for once would be nice.
Okay.
An honest, good dwarf, bad dwarf. And if you want to do a for show one, you know, a pro wrestling kayfabe, if you will, then yeah, sure. I'll play whatever role. But if you want honesty Extreme, you just let me know when we find something. Right now, we haven't found it yet. You know?
No, we haven't found any honesty in this world.
No, not at all. If one day I find out, Extreme, that you secretly love using tokens for prone, and you like to turn miles over, I'm going to hear about it. And we're going to make a show out of it, goddammit. Until that comes, though. I don't think that's the case yet, but who knows. Before we get into our various segments, we're still in the intro right now. Extreme, I want to something that just came in the mail today. Perfect timing. I would say unboxing, but I already opened the envelope, but I didn't look at it yet. Is it still an unboxing if you open the box but don't look at it?
Sure. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what the rules are.
I don't know what the rules are because it was in the mailbox, and as I walked from the mailbox back to my house, I cracked it open, and then I pulled it out.
You could just say you didn't because we already established we live in a world of dishonesty. So.
Well, you're not going to see the box in the video, though. You want me to find the box?
I mean, you just do it underneath where the camera doesn't see. And...
Okay, hold on. It came shipped in this Shamrock Shakes case. I'm going to do an unboxing here.
It's like a Money in the Bank case there.
Yeah, that's right. Cashing in. I really want one of those, by the way. They're like $300. I really want one. All right. I'm going to do an unboxing. Oh, oop, just kidding. Broken. Impossible to be broken. They're cards.
Huh,
what does this say, Xtreme?
Prayers to Nuffle.
Prayers to Nuffle. I got these from AJ Murray. He made a post saying he printed some and he was selling some, and I couldn't beat the price. So I'm going to open these up here. If you're watching the video, then you get to see this. If you don't watch the video, then you can just hear us talk about it and possibly some ASMR as I'm opening the package, because this is like almost shrunk wrap. You hear that? It's like a wax pack right there. It's like, oh, dude, Barry Bonds. So here's the cards. These are Prayers to Nuffles cards that AJ created. And it looks like the card number, or the dice roll number of what it is at the top. So if you just want to bring your cards, you don't need the chart.
Very nice. I can see
cool.
where those would be handy.
Yeah, really nice. My first order of business is banning these from my tournaments, but no, I do like them though. And for a league, we're still gonna use them a lot. Side note, I started using from Charlie Victor products. They came with a little insert. Like I know you're making an insert as well, and that's got the Prayers to Nuffle on it. That's great. Kickoff tape, all that stuff was great on there. There's one flaw, and Charlie Victor, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I got to bring up this one flaw. I didn't bring my glasses. So I had a hard time reading it. That's a flaw on your part. You should have included a reminder to bring glasses. Because I don't normally bring my glasses, but it's kind of small. The funny thing is, I actually did, like, if I squint, I can get to like maybe 20, 30 if I squint. So I saw it was fine, but I was like, damn, it's cool though. I like it. And our logo's in there, Xtreme. Did you see that?
I did. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah. I get all of my favorite stuff at charlievictorproducts.com.
Yeah.
Yes, Xtreme? You were about to...
Every time I think I'm done buying skill bands, I get, like this last time, before my order even arrived, I was like, oh, you know what skill would be pretty cool to take in a tournament? And I don't have the skill band for it. So I'm like, shit. So now I have another order that I'm already planning. Like,
have you done a season 3 order, like Lone Fowler and put the boot in? Have you done one of those yet?
Yep.
Okay.
So I thought that was going to get me through season 3, and I was wrong. I've already done one order after that, and I need to do another order. So
I remember, like maybe 2 years ago, I had a bunch. I mean, I have more now, but like I started off with a bunch. Like I did a massive order, and I remember even after getting all of those, I took a picture with all the guards on a finger, all that kind of stuff. Even with all of those, they were still like, "Oh, I only have 2 wrestle." Because at the time, I thought 2. Like our heads were thinking, if you give 2 people the same skill, they're probably going to be one on each side. You know, that's how we would do it. Positionals are 2, but you know what happens, Xtreme? Sometimes you want 3.
Yeah.
Of a thing.
So the problem I'm having is I'm playing different teams for a change instead of just playing dwarves all the time. And then even when I'm looking at dwarves, I'm still trying to figure out what skills I'm going to give my linemen. Yeah. So the latest, challenge or thing I'm looking at is possibly including Dauntless. And I don't have any Dauntless bands, so I'm going to need to place another order.
I don't think I have any Dauntless bands either. I just think that's like that would have in the past fell under the skills nice to have, but I probably wouldn't take, right?
Yeah, it probably falls under that still, but I think that defines like all the skills available to dwarf linemen.
Yeah,
they're nice to have, but I wouldn't take them.
You know, Charlie Victor, suggestion if you're listening, like whenever a new like a team gets changed. I mean, dwarves were part of the whole season 3, update for others. But like, if let's say a new spike comes out, like High Elves or whatever, you can make like a pack for that team. Like, now that your team's fucked, here's the new stuff to take. You know what I mean? Like, throw away all of your guards, now buy this pack. And it's like, ooh, what's in this pack? It's a new dwarf starter kit. What's inside the new dwarf starter kit? A bunch of devious. Maybe a couple Dauntless for you.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, they're all individual, so you could build your own pack, but having it ready to go like one click isn't a bad idea.
Yeah. Like, make it a discount. Make it a pack where they're like, all together. That way it's hey, your team's changed. We're here for you. We'll hug it out. In the meantime, here's some new bands and try to get through it, All right. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do this.
We got some notes here.
Sure.
We don't have to go in order. Xtreme, usually you're the note master, and I'm just the winger. Today I threw some in there. Do you want to go in a certain order? What's your preference?
I will follow your lead.
Well, I'd like to go in order. I'm a sequential kind of guy.
Let's do this.
Let's go with the tournament graveyard. Play the thing.
Brought to you by Ogre Guardian. When you're here, you eat families.
You are tuned into the Zlurpcast. The Tournament Graveyard.
So on the MLB app, years ago, I used to listen to the radio broadcasts all the time, and during the commercials, they would just keep the mics going live. So you'd hear like Ron Santo and Pat talking like bullshit, ordering hot dogs and stuff, and it was great.
That's awesome. That was always a thing? Like growing up, there was always like one kid who had a satellite dish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We never did. We had cable early on. We never, but like, and they'd be like, man, like, you don't know how cool it is. I'm like, why? Like, what is this? Like, well, we get every channel, whatever you want. And also, like, we get to hear everything. They swear and they say fuck. I'm like, who says fuck? It's like, everybody. You just on commercial. I'm like, so like, if you're watching Cheers, they say fuck? Oh, it's not live. I'm like, well, it's not everybody.
But I was told it was in front of a live studio audience.
That's true. If Norm doesn't say fuck, I ain't watching. Where everybody knows your name, yeah, fucking A right they do. Might leave that one in. All right. Tournament graveyard. Xtreme, I'm going to start with you on this one because I had to write notes because we are a week and a day from my last tournament, but we are only a couple of days from your last tournament. So it's fresh. You have fresh cabbage on the mind. I'll tell you what, it's just a lot going on. We're recording on 420. You know, we got the devil's lettuce here. We got a little bit of cabbage on the side. Cabbage Patch Kids, possibly. I don't know. I would sacrifice a Cabbage Patch Kid at the tournament for the greater good of all of them.
Right on.
So how did this go? I heard this was a fun time. There's several of these, like the third one, right?
This is the fourth one.
Four cabbages.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
It is indeed. So Cabbage Cup is awesome. It is run by Sea Moose Ryan O'Leary in the Cincinnati area. I don't know if we previewed it or not. I can't remember, but you should go next year.
You should have, like, right? Isn't that the thing? We go around the old world and talk about what's coming up. Yeah. And then the ones we go to, we recap it. You should have. Now,
I should have.
Was it full? Like maybe you were thinking... Okay, so maybe you were in the mindset of, I don't want to give anyone blue cabbage.
Sure. But next year, you should make it a point to go. It'll be in end of April. Yeah, it's awesome. Ryan does a fantastic job with it. The build is unique to that tournament. And he feeds you at lunch a bunch of, like, this whole giant smorgasbord of cabbage-based foods and meats and... really good food. He does a good job.
Do you normally like cabbage?
I don't normally, no. So the first year I went to Cabbage Cup, I was very concerned. I was like, oh man, am I going to have anything to eat? But then there was all kinds of meat too. I was like, I eat meat. So let's go.
Was it cabbage and meat together and you just like took it in one, like put the fork in, whatever you get, as long as there's meat that...
I had some sauerkraut, so I dabbled in...
Oh, you dabbled, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not... Cabbage is in coleslaw, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hate coleslaw. It's like one of my most hated. Like if you get like a meal and there's coleslaw in it, like I'll say like don't put it in. Like do you want it comes with it. I don't want it in. It's gonna spill on my fries and I don't fucking like it. I have an aversion to white sauces. Probably something a therapist can uncover one day. But,
I like some coleslaw on a chicken sandwich. I like that.
Yeah, coleslaw on.
Yeah, spicy chicken with coleslaw.
So you do like cabbage? That's cabbage, right?
I don't hate cabbage, but I don't want like a giant portion of cabbage.
Yeah. So in this tournament, there was a lot of food there, a lot of fun, camaraderie. You know, something about Sea Moose. I call him Ryan. I know you like to call people by their NAF name. Yeah. Side note, I was talking to James Luft. He mentions like how he thinks about people's like NAF name, like it pops up in his dreams and stuff. Like that's what he like. It's weird, right? Isn't that fucking weird that? I know everyone plays online games now, so like online, gamer tags, whatever, but I think it's insane calling people by their NAF name in person. However, my NAF name is also in my name, so that's like that's not a thing. If let's say we turn back the clock, Xtreme, we go back to 2003, and I meet one John Lewis at Games Day, and he goes, "Hey, if you score on me, I'll give you a free membership to this upcoming thing that you don't know about. You're gonna get black blocked." I'm like, "All right, cool." And I said, He said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Call me Monkey McMurtlestein." And he's like, "Okay, noted." And then 23 years later, you'd be like, "Hey, Monkey." And I'd be like, "That's me," or Mr. McMurtlestein if you're nasty. I don't know. It'd be interesting. So C Moose is.
I mean, I do wish I would have put more thought into my name.
You picked it straight up for XFL, right?
I don't even know what I picked it for because I don't know, long story. But I was going through a few different usernames on Talk Blood Bowl at the time, before the time, and then this one. So,
what were your other ones? Do you want to? That could be a fun exclusive one day.
I don't even remember them.
Okay.
I'm sure they were Muppet themed, but who knows? I don't know.
Anything Cubs related or no?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. That's funny. Yeah. Like old email address. We talked about that a long time ago on an old Zlurpcast. All right. Sorry for the tangent.
Anyway.
Ryan O'Leary, Seamoose. He's hilarious. He's just a great guy. I don't even know how to, like, you know how some people act nice? You know, and that's okay. I have no problem with people acting nice when you go to see them. I want people to act cordial and be nice. Even if you're a dick in your regular life, I want to see at a tournament you act nice. I do that. But Ryan is genuine. Like, that's what I love about the guy. So I think it's cool that he's got this following. And let me guess, it's in Cincinnati, which is kind of central, but the majority of people are probably not local, right, from his league, right?
No, he has quite a few from his league. So that was going to be my next comment. Okay. I love Ryan. Ryan is amazing. But the other appeal of the tournament is the Queen City Doom Divers. You kind of go to their home club, game club, and they're all there, and they're all really cool people. So
the Doom Divers are like the gaming club?
Yeah, it's their league.
Or league, yeah.
Their group, yeah.
Was that everybody in the green shirts that I saw? Was that?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so there's quite a few of them there. That picture is going around. I don't know how many people are in that picture. A lot. So it's really cool.
I was looking for you in there, and I'm like, whatever club this is, you ain't in it.
No, I'm not.
I was looking. I was like, there's some close calls. You know, you got like that kind of face where it's like, the guy in the back. And then I'm like, no, he didn't make the cut. So I knew something was up. You know, if you maybe campaign next year for it, I don't know. Vote Xtreme. Well, buttons are already made, you know.
If they're still going strong with their league, when my daughter graduates school, I might flirt with making that drive to play in their league.
That's awesome. Is it about an hour and a half from you?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
And do they play bi-weekly?
I don't know. I think they would probably make some accommodations for me if I wanted to, but
it's a little assumptive. Is that the right
word?
word?
I don't know. I mean, if it was weekly, then I would have to evaluate. Maybe when I have a little more free time, it'll work out.
Yeah. I would say sign up. Get yourself the green shirt, and then whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? You're in.
I'm just here for the shirt.
I'm here for the NAF membership card. I'm not going to renew this shit, but I want that card. All right, so tell me about the tournament. Cabbage Cup numero cuatro.
Indeed. So it's 4 rounds with some very interesting team builds. I'm not going to go too into. Basically, you don't have a lot of money, and you're allowed to buy stat increases and stuff.
So you don't have a lot of money, but you are allowed to buy stats.
Yeah, and it all comes out of your same pool. So
you
have to kind of evaluate. Usually, most people are going really skimpy on players. So they could buy skills, but you still don't have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
So it's a very unique. But I brought my ogre team rolling with my 40s, which are all death rollers.
I like it.
So I was going in with a goal and an agenda, and then at the same time looking to have fun. I don't take my ogre team when I bring it out very seriously at all. I'm just there for the good times, letting the good times roll, if you will. But
I mean, you also bring it because it's like you get credit in your mind, in your story of the dwarves taking the pitch. So like, no matter what, game aside, like the 40 miners are on the pitch. So there's stories, there's stuff, there's your just general happiness about it. And then also maybe the game could go well too, right?
Yeah, so that is an appeal of the team. They're 40 miner adjacent. So when I sat down for the tournament, as I always do, the first thing I do is look at dwarf rosters. Now, can I make a dwarf roster I'm going to have fun with? In this case, I couldn't. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to pivot to ogres then. I know I could have fun with that.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things with the Queen City Doom Divers are known for is building these really cool team displays and really being into the hobby. I think they won 3 best teams in a row at Chaos Cup over the years. So that's something that their group is known for. They're very into the hobby. So
that's
I was like,
actually really cool. Like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like that's really cool. Like something I don't know if they still do this at Adepticon because I haven't been even when I've gone out and pay attention, but that was a big thing in those like 40K team tournaments. Like you build a team, but ultimately you better have that display. And it got to the point where people made I'm going to make like a quarter of a board is mine. You get a quarter, they get a quarter, you get a quarter, and we put them together, and it's a thing. Like that was a real big thing. So I kind of like that. I think Dead Zone, there was a Dead Zone tournament we had one time where display was part of it. So I love that that's beyond best appearance, beyond just painted team. You go all out with like the dugout and all that stuff.
Yeah, so Ryan calls it the best hobby award. So I have a very themed team. I was like, all I'm missing is like a display and stuff. So I put the effort into that, and I was like, but it has to be really good to be like on their level, to like sit next to their stuff and be considered. So I put a lot of effort into it. I was very happy with it. There's some cool pictures online that in the Zlurpcast Discord if you go there. But maybe we could share them other places. I don't know. I'm not really on other places very much. I don't online anymore.
Online, yeah. But you mentioned you wanted to get to the level that it belonged there, and I believe you not only got to that level, but you exceeded that level because
I have the best hobby cabbage trophy.
Yeah, best cabbage. I mean, best hobby, best cabbage, whatever.
So I'm very honored to have won. I was very happy with my display, and there were some other really cool stuff. Teams there. So,
It's
just
awesome.
very happy. It was voted on by the players, and Ryan said I won. So
I think what put it over the edge for you, you had a bunch of little posters in there with like inside jokes and references. And I think never underestimate gamers like to feel like they're connected with jokes more. Like something could look amazing. It could be like a James Wapple level paint job there. And it probably would win, but some people would say, no jokes. Although he actually does do jokes. The mimes and the bread and all. But you know what I mean though? Like the fact that you went to the trouble to like, you wrote Vanderby sucks. You had all these other little things in there. People like that. And they're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it to this guy. I'll give him. Was it like one vote or was it they like ranking them?
I think, you just voted for who you thought was your favorite.
So you won over a lot of people with the whole theme of all of it. And I have to say, we'll never know, right? Kind of like in real elections. We never know what people's mindset is when they walk into that little booth, But I have to assume that because of the background and your connection to your team, to 40 miners and all of that, there's a little built-in, the kids might say aura, there's a built-in kind of thing I think that you have. So now someone has a chance to vote on something that's part of that whole thing. It's like built-in, I don't even know, built-in authority. Like it's like built-in
street cred or something.
Yeah, street cred, the word.
I think there's a percentage of people that might apply to, but there's so many people that have no idea who the 40 miners are or whatever else.
Do they know who Zlurpcast is? Because that's all I care about.
They probably don't. No.
Fuck.
Oh, no. It's crazy.
You better get to work. Did you say when you won the award, because you can use that platform. A lot of celebrities will get political. You could have said, hey, I'd like to thank myself because I built all this, and then shout outs. Right? Then you do your pay it off.
I missed that opportunity.
There was no speech?
There wasn't, no.
What'd you do? Just like go up, grab the thing and shake his hand and pose, and that was it?
That's exactly what I did. Yeah.
God damn it. All right. We got to do something about this. I want it to get to the point where people get to say a whole thing, and then when music starts to play, and then they have to then leave, like play them off. I want to get to that point, but that's fine. Maybe next year, Xtreme.
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, congrats on that victory for that. How did your games go?
Not great.
Oh, shit. Okay. Is that why we didn't bring it up first?
No, I mean, I came in with the agenda of having a good time with my ogres and hoping to compete for best hobby. I competed for the best hobby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played 4 games of Blood Bowl.
What are your Noblars? What are those models?
So I don't remember what they started out. They started out as, I think they're like mechanic gnomes.
Okay.
And then I had them shrunk down a little bit smaller so they're appropriately sized.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
so
I do know who makes Goon Master makes them.
Oh,
So
Goon,
you could
Goon
find-
Patel, remember him?
So you could find
Fucking Goon.
you could find Goon Master on was it Mini Market, whatever that is. You know what it is.
Yeah. I think kids nowadays call gooning jerking off.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Goon Patel, shit. Good dude. Yeah, that's you know what I like about the 40 miners. Well, did you call them rolling with? What do you call them? Rolling
with my 40s.
my 40s. So you don't call them the 40 miners. You call them rolling my 40s.
Yes.
You
So
use-
the story behind it is the 40 miners come to watch them sit in the stands, laugh at how stupid they are, and drink and have fun.
kind of like you stole my idea for the roadies. Like the band watches the roadies play.
Did I steal your idea?
That's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay.
don't know.
It's not really a stolen idea, like having a team be broken up into two. My only question, Extreme, is why you, as a lore fanatic, and I don't want to say bolt down approve because come on, we got our own shit, but rolling with my 40s, is that a Blood Bowl name or is that like a slang thing? What are we talking about? What's going on here?
Because it's a joke team, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Is that because your worst loss of all time was to Liz in my pants?
Why you laugh?
It's possible.
I saw your NAF coach page and it said the worst loss. I think exact words said worst loss of all time. Liz in my pants.
Thank God for that coach page.
Yeah, coach page. Here's the thing though. On that same coach page, it says I'm like 2-10 against you. You know what I mean? Or 2-2. I think it's 2-2-10. Right. Do you do win? Wait, was tie in the middle or the end?
In the middle.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's like 2-2-10. So I mean, I could bring up that shit, but the reality is, that's the two. My two are two classics
They are.
because it was Black Label taking on the 40 Miners and then Liz in my pants. But what about the other 10? I only have one person I've dominated, and that's Rowdy Katie. And if she's listening, hey. I got one like solid, like I own you. If we were watching the movie Ready to Rumble, I'd say, I will crown you. I will rule you. All right. Anyway. So
Indeed.
it was 5 rounds, four rounds. That's a lot for one day, but a lot of tournaments do that because you want to have enough. You had how many people there?
38, I believe.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's pretty great. You ended up 1-3 then?
1 and 3. Yep.
Okay. But you won an award.
I did. Yes.
And it wasn't Wooden Spoon. It wasn't the last place.
Thank goodness. Yes. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah, well, I'd say overall success. And, let me ask you, because I believe I had the honor of naming one of your death rollers. I had Greased Heightening, right?
You're also one of the Noblars. You don't know it, but you
Oh, okay. I'm glad you said that, Extreme, because can I get something off my chest with you right now?
Sure.
On live TV? I noticed I didn't have a poster.
You did.
No, I didn't see one.
There was a Shamrock Shakes poster.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that one.
Yep.
I didn't have a Jonny P poster, though.
You did not. No.
It's just okay. But I'm two people in the thing.
Well, you had a Shamrock Shakes poster, and there was also a Zlurpcast poster, so you were represented.
That's true. Yeah, I won an award for Zlurpcast at Zlurpy Bowl from you. If you go on Zlurpcast Facebook page, you go all the way to the oldest and the oldest pictures. No, it's not even a joke. I just mean like that's where you want to find it. Because I was looking for old pictures one day for a different thing, and I'm like, oh, look at that. So no, I'm glad. So I get to be a mechanic and also. Now let me ask you the names. Is that the name of the death roller or the name of the driver?
Name of the death roller. So the idea is that the drivers change. It's whoever is on the practice squad for the 40 miners.
Okay.
That gets
I'm
stuck
actually
in
glad you clarify because my assumption, and maybe others, I don't want to speak for anybody else. My assumption was the 40 miners actual team were driving.
No.
It was like they get to let loose and like team building on go-karts, guys. And-
No, it's beneath them, but they enjoy the entertainment of it.
Yeah.
So
So they're like a practice squad. They're like I know for a while you were going to have the fluff for like the crush, like the draft. Like that kind of level.
Yeah, I don't know how deep we want to get into the 40 minor fluff here.
Oh, shit. How much time you got? Who can write more 40 minor fluff? ChatGPT or you? That's what I want.
I mean, no one can compete with ChatGPT.
I think you could. Because you know how sometimes if you ask a real, it's like, yeah, I think you could like, and then this, and then a golden tail joke, and then this, and then what is that? And then there's a guy, he was like, the Wolverine, he came out, and then he starts just like, and then all of a sudden the whole machine blows up, all the data centers fucking explode, we all die, of course.
That's how we defeat Skynet.
That's
just
how we all,
let
and
me
we
talk
die
about
as
my
well.
Blood Bowl team.
There's like the equivalent of like a robot leader and his like smoke coming out of his ears. You can't take it
How
anymore.
did the human race end? Well, Xtreme was talking about his Blood Bowl team.
Hey, a day to honor Xtreme. I mean, your legacy would be fucking cemented with that. You know, there'd be nobody around to celebrate. But I'd say for the few that made it, thanks for the day off.
Sure.
Well, great job with that.
If you can get to Cabbage Cup next year, I highly recommend it. It is one of my favorite tournaments to go to. So I will be there.
So yes, by all means, make it to Cabbage Cup. And Xtreme, you said we're gonna go to Florida? Okay.
Let's head down there.
We're gonna head down there. So the Three Kingdoms Challenge is a long-running, one of the longest ever in the NAF. Old Man Monkey, Jim Lanier, he's like a legend. That you know, and I already knew he was a legend, but like down there especially too. You know,
Yeah, I was at TKC-3. I was there.
Wow. What year was that? Do you remember?
I don't know, 07, 08-ish.
Okay. So that would have been one of the originals along with Underworld and, you know, and Slurpee was pretty close. Slurpee was like, when was your first Slurpee?
I don't know. It was...
I think it was 05. I think it was
long
05.
time ago.
I think it was 05. And that means you were in one of the original, like, I think if there's like 5 or so original American tournaments, like Slurpee's there, but... So this year isn't a full-on Three Kingdoms challenge. It was a one-day, 4-game event called TKC-Ish. And it had a theme of a stunty theme, an acorn themed, where you don't have to play stunty teams. However, you would assign a boon that is from halfling, goblin, snotling, gnome. Those are the 4, right? One of those. And you get some kind of special ability, okay? If you're playing one of those teams, you have to take a boon from that one. But if you're not, I didn't. This was the reappearance of the Shamrock Shakes. Version 3.0, sort of, I guess. I brought him back a couple years ago at an Iowa tournament. I didn't do horrible. I think I went like 1 and 2, but I just was frustrated at my losses. And I was like, I'm done with these guys. But I don't know. I think I've played a lot of bashy teams from dwarves to chaos dwarves and over there. I like to think I'm good with them, but I'm not. I don't think I really am. I think occasionally I get lucky, but I thought, you know, I saw a really cool team online and from a painter. I think I mentioned the last episode, Lou Rollins. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get this team. So I brought the Shamrock Shakes, and team-wise, Xtreme, you helped me brainstorm with the roster a little bit, and I did okay. We'll talk about that in a second, but I'm actually going to rethink some of this for future tournaments. You advised me to make one Wood Elf War Dancer Frenzy to kind of like help with one-turn scores and just kind of be a menace to people, I'm guessing. And the other one, Strip Ball and Tackle, right? That was your recommendation?
Yeah, if it's allowed to stock those, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So I did that. And then I also had one catcher I took block on, so they were blodge catcher. And by the way, every game I reminded my opponent they were strength 2. Every single game. And they've always been strength 2 for 23 years. And still it happens where someone's like, oh, I didn't bring that assist over. I'm like, I told you. And a couple times I said it in the game a second time. Hey, don't forget he's strength 2, you know. It's not my fault you want to double up on him, but I get it. And then what was the other? Oh, then Shreeman with block. So I think it was a good thrower with nothing. So that was a good set of skills. Something I learned before I get into the actual results Xtreme was I don't know if I'm going to go with those same skills on the War Dancers because I didn't actually do as many blocks as I thought. I was just playing keep away. I was playing elf ball. I was just getting the fuck out of there all the time. And it's not that I was scared to hit with my war dancers, but like I had other business to attend to sometimes. And it came into play a few times. Tackle helped a couple times. Strip ball, outside, there was always a sure hands guy around. And then the couple times I didn't have sure hands, I rolled like a bolt down or something. That's not anyone's fault. It's just kind of what it was. I still love strip ball on a war dancer no matter what. But tackle, there wasn't, it didn't come up as often as I wanted, but it's also, positioning, right? Because even when you have a bashy team, there might be somebody on there, like a star player that has dodge. They were good skills, Xtreme. I still appreciate the advice. And I did good with it, no matter what, but still want to think it through. You mentioned you had a goal, and your goal was to have fun. Is that your goal?
That was one of them, yeah. And then
you had one before that, though. Have fun was second, I think you said, right?
To compete for best hobby.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but have fun was second. I think it's hilarious, by the way, that having fun is fucking second.
Well, like I said, some of my opponents, I don't think they came in and having fun was any of their goals. So,
no. Well, one thing your opponent should be happy for is they probably finished all their games on time because of you.
Yeah, they did. That was for sure.
You're a good assist from a time standpoint. I loaded up the car with Rich from my league. He was sort of our captain. He drove. And we also had Austin with us, and they're both in my Tampa league. Both great coaches. I wasn't in the playoffs. Both of them were. And Austin's going to be in the final on Wednesday. Great player, great coach. He won the Armada tournament that happened in late last year. So I had good company. We strategized on the way there. We kind of talked about a lot of different things, and great trip. I love having this league to travel with. I had 0 practice games with the Shakes before this. I wanted to. I actually had a game scheduled with Austin, and then scheduling, we had some things come up, so it couldn't get. So I was thinking, man, I was worried. I haven't played Wood Elves in a while, and the last time I did, it was a half-assed kind of attempt. I haven't been full-on Wood Elves in I don't know, 10 years, maybe more. It's been a long time. I got to look at the NAF for that. So I was a little worried. And my first game, so I'm just going to go in confident. I've played these guys before. I remember my old tactics. And I thought, let's just do our best. So first round was against Eric Nieberger. He's a Zlurpcast fan, so shout out to Eric. Great opponents, great fun to play. He had a Norse team. And he was talking about how he was trying to adjust to the new Norse roster. He hasn't played them in a long time. They were the older models, I believe. And so he was kind of adjusting a little bit. He had he had a Thrud model. Ivar Eriksson. He had the old school Thrud model on there for him. And he kept saying, I don't know how to use them. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, you just get him in the shit. And that's what he kept doing. He had tackle. So he did mess with my guys a little bit. He always had him next to my catcher or war dancer at all times. And he has strength 4. So I think he did a great job using Ivar, even though he was kind of unsure about why did I take him, that kind of thing. I think, he was doing well with them. He scored the first touchdown. And I legitimately thought, I'm going to lose my first game. And I was already in who cares mode. Lose your first game, win the next 3. That kind of mentality of you're going to play against someone else who lost and pressure's off. You lost your first game, all of that. And I was able to tie it up. Then I'm like, okay, tie is great. And all credit to Eric on this one. He didn't have to do this. But they were calling time, getting close to time, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, that kind of thing. And I knew if I had one more turn, I just make one dodge or one blitz, I forgot what it was, and then run in and score with a war dancer. He probably could have said, all right, looks like that's time. He was like, get your turn on. I'm like, all right, turn 8. And I was able to score. So I ended up winning 2-1. Big thanks to him because it was a legitimate score and it was all within the time, but we were in that time period where he could have said, I got to go to the bathroom. And you don't do nothing while I'm gone. You don't move any shit while I'm gone. So I was very happy to get that. I rolled a fucking crazy number of knockouts in. I had a ton of guys knocked out against his Norse. And I rolled almost all of them. Literally, it would have been in the entire game, probably 6 out of 8 rolls I made. Maybe even 7 out of 8. It was a lot. Tree Man never took root once. Great. So, oh, by the way, I took the halfling sous chef as my boon. It's like a master chef, but it's only 1 instead of 3, like 1 attempt. So I think he had one too. So I think first half he stole one of mine. Second half I stole one of his. We could have each stolen, but it's just the way it worked. So happy to get that win. Round 2, went up against a Snotling team. I believe it was Adam Lober, I believe is his name. And real fun opponents, kind of just like a go with it kind of guy, real laid back. Definitely a fun guy to play against. He had a couple trolls. He has a pump wagon. He had Black Gobbo. He had Fungus the Loon as well. He did a great job using Fungus. I mean, you know, you get the four moves, and he gets to reroll one of. I mean, he was doing a lot of damage, and Black Gobbo was stabbing a lot. He was basically spending his blitz every turn to stab with them, which I thought was like, to me, it's always risky to spend your blitzes stabbing, but he did it with great success. He put a lot of guys in knocked out, but just like my first game, not necessarily casualty. I think 3 turns in, my knockout bin had both ward answers and my catcher. So he's like, I don't know if I can, keep up with your guys. I go, dude, all of my playmakers are currently not in the game. He was like, oh yeah, thanks very much. He didn't realize that he really helped himself out. I got him back in. I didn't have any. Is it babes or kegs? What are they now? Kegs?
Kegs.
Yeah. I didn't have any. I just made good rolls. I don't know what to say. Scored quick. Score often is what you do. So got my knockouts in. Another game where my tree man did not take root at all. And we're talking like a block every turn. I mean, well, close to a block every turn. So it was pretty great to see. We had a lunch break, and I was able to snag a few slices. There was a rumor going around calling it Pizzagate of the day because there was not enough pizza to go around for everybody, and it was included in the entrance fee. And I ate 3 slices. I probably should have taken 2, but it was Domino's. They're not that big. And I didn't know there was going to be a shortage, but I ate 3. But I ate mine when Adam, my opponent, he had to make a quick phone call. So he was doing that. I'm like, well, I'm going to grab a couple slices. And it was actually before most people went to go on lunch. I was thankful I got to eat, but I felt bad later on. Like, I can't puke it up. There's nothing I can do about that. Sorry everybody. But it was a joke. It was kind of like, having fun with it. Round 3 is against an orc team, and great guy. His name's Tom. Never met him before, and he was a really good opponent. He did some good tactical things in the game. Used his blitzers well. Used his biggins well. He had some guard. He had tackles well around. Just really good positioning of everything. He's a smart player. I didn't think I was going to win. But I thought I was going to get to a 1-1 tie with that one. And unfortunately, it did not. And he ended up beating me 2-0. He cleared the pitch except for the treeman. So that was, I was like, I'm not going to, you're not going to, he's like, I know, I did but he got, the rest of the box was gone. I mean, he was fouling like a motherfucker a lot, which is what you do. That's what you do, So good coach. It was a lot of fun playing that one. So I'm at 2-1 right now. And I know I'm not in the running to win, but there's other awards, other things I could play for. Get to round 4, and side note, did he have a star? I don't think he did. I actually don't think he had a star. Interesting. Goes against everything I've ever said. Extreme. My 1 loss, non-star. Wait, hold on a minute. I actually don't remember if he had one or not. It wasn't Varg. Yeah. I don't think he did. He's got a shit ton of skills, so I don't think he did. So kudos to Tom. No star needed. Round 4. I get matched up against Jason Dunn. I met him in the Florida Championship tournament. We played in round 1 of that. Great guy, great opponent. He brought his Nurgle team again. I saw them before. Last time I had my Bretonians against them. This time Wood Elves. And Wood Elves were doing what they do. I don't know. I probably failed to dodge maybe once or twice towards the end, but most of the game, it wasn't happening. I could just see in his face, like, this motherfucker. It's like, yeah. See, not even needing rerolls, like one of those kind of games. I didn't mention this before. Take round 3 or my third game, no take root as well. 3 full games without rolling a take root. Now in this game, I ended up rolling it twice, but still pretty great though. I got that. I give Jason credit. He tried some crazy shit. Like I don't know if he was just thinking like I'm playing Wood Elves. I just got to try something. He had a Pestigore leap over a down player, needing a 6 to land. He did it because it was -3. And that square he landed in had the ball. He picked up the ball in 3 out of 6. 6 and 6. No rerolls needed. And he's like, oh! I'm like, that was amazing. I still won, thankfully, but that was amazing. I was happy to give him all of the kudos in the world there. I think I was 3-1 on that one. Might have 2. No, I think it was 3-1. So, all great opponents. Honestly, everybody I played with was super cool. It was awesome. James Luft, he didn't run the tournament, but he ran a pub quiz during lunchtime. He had 60 questions on there. A lot of good ones for the old heads out there. There was like old NAF stuff, like RNAF. Then there was like fluff NAF stuff. And I was the only one who got the Nick Three-Horn question right. So it was, I got second place in the pub quiz, tied with Pat Wynn. Erica and Eberger actually won that one. So definitely a quiz for the older players. So that was fun. James was saying something like he got the answers and the questions from like a Blood Bowl historian that's like on staff at GW. Have you heard of this, Xtreme?
Nope.
The fuck? Who? There's no way this is. It's got to just be like some guy. But like he was, and there was one question. I mean, you weren't allowed to use your phone, obviously, not looking stuff up. There was one question where it was like, how many squares, like width-wise? And someone was like, look down. I'm like, oh yeah. But it was a lot of fun having that pub quiz. 38 coaches as well. We both had 38 coaches at our tournaments. And they were both 4 games, 1 day, 38 coaches.
Nice.
And both of us won an award.
Oh, what'd you win?
I got this one. Look at this acorn. Hello. I got best halfling boon. Best boon. Oh yeah, I got a killer boon. Most of the coaches took the halfling boon because it was the best one. No question. I don't even remember what the other ones were, but like basically a free mini Master Chef. It was great. So I had the highest finish of the halfling boon people that didn't win something else. Also really cool to meet Mike Whitman, Nazgob. I had no idea. I heard a British accent playing, and I thought I was just somebody trying to be funny. I was like, who the fuck's this guy doing a voice over here? And then he was like, Johnny? He's like, Nazgob. I was like, oh, you're a real life British guy? Cool. Cool. Gave him a Zlurpcast coin. He gave me some Thread Bowl dice, so we had a nice little exchange there. And it was awesome to meet him. And he said he went to Disney with his family, and they were just kind of like hanging out for the day doing whatever. And he's like, oh, go to a tournament. So pretty awesome. All in all, loved it. I think, like with most tournaments, it's Blood Bowl. It's supposed to go to have fun. It's a goal, Xtreme. Your second goal, your secondary goal, to have fun. Always your secondary, never their primary. But when you win, it is more fun. We all know that. When you win, it's because when you lose, you're rethinking your team. You're rethinking your skill tree. You're rethinking all these different things. And like, oh, I don't know if I want to take a break. When you win, you don't have those. So I had a lot of fun. Finished 3-1. Fourth out of 38 is great for me. And loved it. And definitely can't wait to take the Shamrock Shakes again. However, I might change up my skills.
And the Shakes are currently #1 in the U.S. in Blood Bowl 2025 rankings.
#1. I was #1 Bretonians too for a little bit, so until the second tournament. I think I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to take him again at the next one. We'll see how it goes. I think I do like playing them. I might play Shamrock Shakes in my league. I don't know. I love them in tournaments because of the low armor, right? I made an amazing set of knockout rolls. Like, if I didn't make those rolls, I would not have the 3-1 record. Like, if that's how, to the point where I probably should take kegs on one at least, because it was big, and I like him in tournaments. But yeah, I mean, playing keep away. I don't want to touch anybody. Don't touch me. I won't touch you. You won't touch me. But I was able to surround people, and when the time is right, then you strike. That's how it goes. So, good times. Good times.
I play that kind of keep away every day. Don't touch me.
In real life?
Yes.
Yeah. Love it. Well, we had a couple great tournaments we both went to, both run by great people. Nick Cassavant ran this one, by the way, in Ocala. Once again at Warp Fire Mini. It's my third time at that store. Fucking great store. It's like one of my favorite all-time gaming stores. So we both had a good time, and I hope we can make more tournaments just like that. I think it's time to go around the old world. Would you agree, Xtreme?
Didn't we just go around the... Oh, no. Let's go around the old world.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
Guy. All right. Play the thing.
I'm new to this.
New.
You are tuned into the Zlurpcast with the dirty player and the sneaky git.
Brought to you by Nurgle King. Your decay right away at Nurgle King now.
Around the old world.
All right. Around the old world. We love talking about upcoming events in our area. And, you know, with me being in Florida now, there is no shortage of shit going on. Xtreme, you mentioned the other day, a little jealous.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a little bit.
A little bit. It's a great group of people in Florida, and there's tournaments all the time. So, yeah, a little bit jealous.
To everyone who complained that the Chaos Cup moved to Florida, just you move. Then you move. There you go.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. That's what you do, as the bunker employee would say. That's what make this the number one game. He didn't say that. The other guy said that. Not that other guy. The other guy. All right. So we've got around the old world in my neck of the woods. There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot. So I'll go. I didn't write my notes in sequential order, but I will try to speak them in sequential order. Stunty Stock, Fort Myers this Saturday, and this episode should be up in time. This Saturday, I might go. It's Fort Myers is about 2.5 hours from me. I went to a similar area in Naples a few months ago, so it's not even quite as far. So I might go. The only catch is it's stunty only teams, and I don't know if I want to play stunties. I don't know. I have to think about it. I know it's coming up real soon, and I'll try not to be that guy that just shows up without any warning. But
you could bring the O Grando Rage.
I could bring the O Grando Rage, and I actually do have a gnome team too. I was trying to get Heather to give Blood Bowl a try again, and mentioned liking that team. So they're, so I maybe use them. Could be another one to check off the list, right? Mm-hmm. The old, what are we on, 31 now? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just remembered. I can't play. Sorry about that, guys. My Florida State Championship game is this Saturday. So it's a legit reason, nothing personal. And this is a first. I'm playing Blood Bowl in a train station.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, totally different. I was talking to James. I'm like, all I know is like Chicago trains. And he's like, no, it's not. It's nice. It's nice. Like, I don't like some dude fucking pissing on the board. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's nice. It's not Chicago.
Xtreme, do you remember that time me, you, Heather, and Jenny were on the train and there was a fight on the train? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
the dude threw it was gonna escalate, and the dude one guy threw another one into the doors, pushed him into the doors, and then you and I look at each other like, "Go ahead." And you're like, "Go ahead." Like, you get that guy, and I'll and then we all got off at the next stop, wherever the fuck it was. Oh, I'll never forget that. It was great, but. No, it's going to be, so that's this Saturday. I'm playing my Florida Championship, which is around the old world, technically. I'm playing the Florida State Championship game, which is great. I mean, one game per month anywhere in the States. It's such a fucking cool idea. I love it. So I'm playing that this Saturday. So I will not be going to Stunty Stock. I wish all of them the best this Saturday, the 26th. Next one is Thunder Weasel. That is on May 9th. That is in Pensacola, Florida. It's a little far for me. And I might not be able to make this one, but that's the beauty of having things throughout the entire state. There's always something going on. There's always something cooking down here. Even before May 9th, I mentioned sequential. We're going to Tarantino it. I don't know if you already heard that reference from earlier. Xtreme may have said it. He didn't say it. I don't know what he said. May 2nd is the Backyard Barbecue Charity Event. James Luft running that one. That's going to be at Coda's Miniatures, like the actual headquarters. Somebody's house, I'm guessing. The backyard, that's where barbecues occur. You know, it's a full day of backyard barbecue, food, and drink. It's a Blood Bowl tournament with spot prizes and trophies, as well as a charity raffle in support of our good friend John and his wife to eliminate even more medical debt. So it's a great cause. Entry fee's $25, which gets you swag, and that money's going to the charity. Coda's Miniatures, giving everyone a tutorial on 3D printing.
Yeah,
You would love that, Brian.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of Coda's Miniatures, and I saw this list, I think, on his Discord, on the Coda's Miniatures Discord. So I'm obviously not going to be able to go to the tournament, but he was offering up prints of that model that they're going to be helping people print for that cause, raising money for it. So I went ahead and bought 4 copies of those, and I got them recently, so that's on my painting table. I want to paint one
Very
of those
cool.
up.
It reminds me of the old paint and takes at like Games Day, you know?
Yeah.
Now we've advanced. Now we're at print and take.
Print and take, yeah.
Pretty cool. That's on May 2nd, the one on May 9th, and then on May 23rd is Josh Wojcik is the Bear Moracle warm-up tournament.
Yes.
So another a Moracle tournament.
Yeah, I've seen his logos and stickers for this, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, that one is in the Orlando area. I'm going to try my best to make that one. That's probably going to happen. Just got to kind of make sure everything all aligns there. So I'd love to make that one happen there. So really cool to see. But I mean, you know, in the span of 4 weeks, there's 4-5 tournaments here. Pretty great. So a lot of stuff going on here. Xtreme, can you compete with that? Is there a lot going on where you're at?
I mean, the Hoosier Open Tournament Series is going strong this year, and there's already rumors of next year's growth, so that's pretty exciting. But the next big tournament in that series is happening in South Bend on May 16th. Mr. Elbow's Amorcal Mayhem.
Everyone put your elbows up. Put your elbows up.
So Mr. Elbow is a famous player on Jim Morgan's Chaos Dwarf team. So he's
I didn't know the fluff.
Yeah, so that player is the one that's running sort of, I don't know. It's themed
Wait a
after
minute. Hold on a minute. Is this like a Toy Story situation going on here?
I don't know what it is, but Mr. Elbow is cool. I like Mr. Elbow.
Did the Blood Bowl models come to life is what I'm fucking asking.
I don't think so, but yeah, the logo of the tournament is Mr. Elbow. And
okay.
I used to have, I think I just moved it recently. The last time Mr. Elbow had a tournament, I went up there and won second place. And
ooh, nice.
That trophy used to be sitting here.
Second best elbow.
Indeed.
I like it.
So that is in South Bend, and it's going to be a good time, and you should consider going. It's an Oracle Cup warm-up rules pack, so this will be after, let's see, is it? Yeah, after rosters are due. Yeah, so you already know what roster you're playing in a Oracle, but I guess this will give you a chance to get some practice with it.
Do you like all these? Because I know you're really looking forward to a Oracle Cup. It's a big deal. It's a big team tournament. Do you like that there's all these warm-ups for that, or would you prefer them to have their own sort of themes?
I like variety and tournament rules packs, so I think there's a place for some warm-ups for big events, as long as it doesn't take over like the entire calendar scene.
Yeah. Personally, I don't think I would ever run a warm-up tournament. I always have to feel like I'm doing my own thing. I don't know why. It's just, I just, nothing bad against it. I just like to feel like I got to put my own spin on it. Like, I also like not being connected to other things too, just because you might want to take a different direction with it. But I appreciate that it's there because, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to get a practice game with my team and I didn't have time. I couldn't do one. So it's nice to have opportunities to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so if you're able to go to South Bend May 16th, I recommend it. It's a great group of guys up there running that tournament, and I'm sure it's going to be a blast.
Okay. Sounds fantastic. Shall we go, want to do a back in the day?
Is that next on your list? Are we changing your order?
I skipped, yeah, I skipped.
Sure, let's do
But here's
that.
the thing. It's already pre-recorded. It was fucking done 15 years ago or whatever. So we're not, for you and me, we're not changing a thing. But for the listeners, they're going to go transport it. So back in the day, you're going to hear the little intro. And this is from, I believe, It got to be 2011. It's got to be. Do you remember when we met Scott and Steve? Was it that Chaos Cup, the one I ran, or were they at the last one that Tom ran? Do you remember?
I don't know for sure. That was a long time ago.
I think it was the one I ran. So I think it was probably like 2011. It might be 2010 though, as far as. But this is a segment from episode 30, a long, long time ago, and it's got your friends from both down, not you, Brian, but the listeners' friends, like you, the collective, your friends from both down. They were just starting off. It was like their first. They had one episode in, and we decided to give them a little bit of love. And unfortunately, I wasn't there for this one. I wasn't actually in the interview. I got to listen to it just like you guys did. Xtreme was there, and then a former Zlurpcast member, G-Dub, Gerald Dubinsky, he was there. I unfortunately couldn't make this one. So you can listen to Back in the Day, G-Dub talks to both down. Cleaned up, edited, and like a lot.
Brought to you by Zombie. Eat flesh. You're listening to the super sound of the 70s weekend with Xtreme and Jonny P.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Just check this out. If you put the volume way up, you get fucking robot sound. You hear that shit? You hear that shit?
Is that robot sounds?
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear some other shit? Check this shit out. The tournament graveyard. Yeah, what up, son? You like that? The tournament graveyard. What up, son? See if you can feed up. What up, son? Yeah, Jonny P, both best defense up in here. Mike motherfucking Weller up in this, most touchdowns. He calls Valtrex. And we got Nathan Wells, a.k.a. the Funny Man. Funny Man got most cash. More cash.
That's right.
Best sportsman went to Jonny P. Brother. And Dean P. What up, son? Dean P. Wooden Spoon. That's the best loser. Yo, it went to motherfucking Randroid. Motherfucking Randroid. I'm a fucking robot gang. Randroid won Wooden Spoon because he didn't do so well. I'm not gonna be nice, but he sucked. He sucked balls. Yeah, why you get Wooden Spoon? What up, son?
Speaking of balls, best balls went to Bo.
Best balls went to Bo X. What up, son? Bo X in the house. That's what he spells his name. B-O-X. Back. We got Steve and Scott. Man, them guys from Oklahoma, that's like part of Texas from what I understand. What up, guys?
What up, G-Dub?
Yeah, not much saying what up, son. Yeah, Fat Feeny up on Twitter, and we got Kilowoggy. That's why I call him Kilowoggy.
You can go to OklahomaBowl.com
Spell it.
and sign
Spell
up
it.
now.
Spell
It's
it.
still $10?
Spell it.
Spell it.
O-R-C-L-A-H-O-M-A B-O-W-L.com.
And we already have 21 or 22 people signed up already.
Yeah,
to
stop
Oklahoma
bragging.
Bowl.
Stop
So,
bragging.
pretty awesome.
It ain't polite to motherfucking brag and shit. You said like 4 motherfucking times. We got 20 people. 20 people first time. Man, there's some people struggling out there to get one. There's people struggling to get one. You're 20.
Yeah, G-Dub tried to run his own tournament recently, and no one showed up, so he's pretty upset.
Did you let people know that you were going?
I did, Kilowoggy.
That's probably the problem.
I may need to take a trip down there and try to help you build up your tournament scene. What you want? Can I stay with you, Kilowoggy? I'm gonna stay?
Yeah, you can stay in the dungeon.
What
I
else?
have an external lock on there.
What else goes on in that dungeon? Come on, you tell me.
After we're done, you can give me your cell phone number and I'll text it to you.
What's your cell phone?
I'm not telling you.
What? Hold on, Xtreme, can you scratch that?
Absolutely.
Can you scratch that from your record books? So,
Anything, G-Dub.
all right, so, Xtreme, was there anything you want to ask? Because I took over the show. Why don't you ask them something? You say, how you getting your blood bowl? What's your favorite musical instrument? What the fuck you ask that shit?
Do you guys have some favorite teams that you want to play?
Yeah.
You talked about your fluff and stuff on your podcast, but is there any teams that stand out as your favorite?
Well, Overall, my favorite team is probably Norse.
Campbell Claymores.
Yep. First
He
one
only
I
likes
played.
him because he named him after himself.
That too.
I only like him because it ain't your turn to talk. What up, son?
Oh,
Yeah, what up, son? You like that, don't you, big guy? Yeah.
Somebody's listening to a lot of Couch Pirates podcasts.
What are you talking about? What's your buzzing couch potatoes?
He's been listening to his mom and his dad.
I don't have a
He
dad.
doesn't have a dad.
Yeah, thank you very
That's
much.
true.
My boyfriend's named Jeff. He got the motherfucking Econoline van. What up, son? Fat Feeny, what's your favorite wrestler?
All time, probably Jake the Snake Roberts.
Did you say
Despite
X-Pac?
all his problems.
Did you say X-Pac?
Fuck you, G-Dub.
Yeah, you like that, don't you, big guy? Who would win in the fight, Spawn or Dragon?
Dragon, definitely.
Bullshit. He got cape?
No, he doesn't.
He got a magic cape.
is a man.
Answer the first question. Does Dragon have a magic motherfucking cape?
Not the current incarnation.
There you go.
The first one by Eric Larson actually did have a cape.
What?
Back when he was doodling it in high school, yes.
I doodled these nuts. I won this one. G-Dub 1, Fat Feeny 0. Next question, Xtreme.
Oh God. So
Xtreme, what do you know there, son? I don't know what's going on over there. What up, son? Making some kind of noise. You're like, oh shit.
yeah,
He's
I don't-
contemplating suicide.
trying to figure out how I got stuck with you for a full podcast here, G-Dub.
It's Johnny P's Christmas present to you. So, Merry Christmas. What up, son? Kilowatt, go ahead, man.
For me, my favorites are probably Mel Brooks is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So anything he does.
Motherfucking yogurt.
Yeah.
Fucking yogurt.
Spaceballs.
What?
But
What?
I'm also just a movie buff. Anything.
You are buff, too.
I like to watch old films, the Thin Man series.
You like Charlie Chaplin and shit?
I think I'm contemplating suicide too. So
Do it silently. Get it? What up, son?
Brought to you by McMurdy's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loathing it.
You are tuned into the Zlurpcast.
With Xtreme and Jonny P. Lodging to a speaker near you.
Inside the dugout.
Inside the dugouts. Did you like that back in the day? Of course you did. That guy talks funny.
Yeah,
Talks funny.
it was some laughs, some good memories.
Yeah. Will we ever find out if it's? By the way, back then he was called Fat Finley. Now he's Scott Prime. Is it ever Scott's turn to talk? I don't know. I don't know. Will it ever be? I don't know. But those guys are still going strong. I give Bolt Down credit. They've had probably the longest ongoing Blood Bowl podcast with like no gaps. So they got to get their RSS feed fixed. Sorry, guys. I can't just do a compliment. I have to also even it out. You know how I work. Well, inside the dugouts, I am developing a new tournament, but I can't get too much into it right now. Why? Because it's going to be an exclusive. Next, next segment, next one. So for me, inside the dugout, listen, I'm happy with the Shamrock Shakes. I think they're doing great. I'm going to take them again to my next tournaments. I totally missed one in Around the Old World. The one that I'm confirmed going to. Oh my God. I'll just say it now. Doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? I did it on purpose. I saved it till now because I already submitted my roster. So that's technically that's an inside the dugout feature, not an Around the Old World feature. Technicality.
You can't get to the dugout unless you have a roster. So
Can't get to the dugout without a roster. How it goes. That is the Armada Bowl, which is basically a kind of a store, no frills. I'll say this. There's a lot of great people in my league at the store. There's 18 people, and there's a few extras that weren't even in the league that are around. They're starting to get more in the tournament scene. I don't think they were full-on tournaments in the past, and I think it's great they're running stuff. The next step will be some themes, some things to really make tournaments stand out and make them their own. But for right now, hey, even if it's right out of the book, which I believe this one is, like straight up out of the book, I think it's 1.2 million and then just matched play. I'm down for it. So that's going to be at Armada Bowl, run by Austin Williams. Great dude. So I cannot wait to go to that. As far as my roster, because Xtreme, we are in the dugout. That's why I'm talking about it. We are in the dugout. I am bringing the Shamrock Shakes, of course. And I am... Oh, here it is. 2 award answers once again. One with strip ball. The other one with sidestep. And I'm going to tell you why. I first had that. And you were like, have you considered? And I went with you. I went with yours. I was 3-1 with your choices. How good could I be if I go with my choices?
We'll see.
We'll see. Fuck off. You will see. No, honestly, way back in the day, like we just heard, when I played Shamrock Shakes a lot, I always did that. Because in my head, it's one disruptor, one just, he's going to do whatever the fuck he wants. That was always how I played it. And I think I even like when I played Pro Elves for a while, Elven Union, I think I did when I had the Slayers, the same kind of thing, just that one disruptor with strip ball and one sidestep. I'm going to annoy the fuck out of you. So I'm going to try that again. We'll see indeed, Xtreme. Mm-hmm. If I don't do 3-1 or better, then I will eat my words.
Or we'll never hear about it.
Why would you not hear about it? I got to talk about it on the show. You know how the rules work. You hear about it. So I've also got 2 catchers instead of 1. I got block on both of them. So we got a couple blodgers there. And then leader on a thrower. And I've got 2 rerolls with the leader. Oh, and then my tree man, say 1 primary left, grab, which actually was your idea. And I do like, I didn't even know the last tournament I did block on the tree man because I was able to take a secondary. I really do like grab on a tree man because the amount of times at the last tournament that I shot up the middle is a lot. Like usually we get in our head, we go sidelines. A lot of people go sidelines for everything. And I'll start on the sideline and then I'll go whoop and dipsy doodle and go up the middle. Why would I not want a big fucking tree making holes for me? Why would I not want that? So I think tree man with grab will do very well. And I'm going to give you credit for that one. There you go.
I get 1.
You get 1. You get credit for all grabs. You're the grab man. Playing grab ass. You know, you're the grab man.
Grab ass Xtreme.
Grab ass Xtreme. Extreme grab ass. Side game right there. I love it. So that's Armada Bowl coming up on May 16th, I think.
Hey, that's the date of Mr. Elbow.
Oh, we're going to have another same day tournament. Oh, no. It was different days.
It is same day because I'll be at Bounty Bowl same day.
Oh, right. Same day. I meant like same day of.
Yeah, I'll be playing at Bounty Bowl. You'll be playing.
Right. You'll be at a tournament. I will not be. But
you will
the
be,
last
though.
one we talked about, we were at different days. But,
no, you will be. You'll be at Armada the same day I'm at Bounty Bowl.
No, I know that. But the 2 segments ago in the graveyard, those tournaments were on different days. Yours was 2 days ago. Mine was 9 days ago. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
I don't want to argue about it, Xtreme. It doesn't fucking matter. The past is the past is the past.
No more arguing.
Can I give you a quick tangent on just arguing in the past of the past? Because it involves our mutual friend, Josh Aldis, friend of the show, Aldis Snow. So, and I think if he's listening, I think he'll like this. I don't think he'll get mad about it. But he was interviewing for a job at the last place when I worked for the radio station and talking to the general manager. And I kind of, said, hey, you guys should talk, and blah, blah, blah. So when Josh was at the same place that same manager and I worked way back when, I guess like he got into it with somebody that worked there, argued and whatever, but this manager that he was talking to had no idea about it. So like several times in the interview, Josh was like let bygones, he goes, let bygones be bygones, the past. It's like, what the fuck is he talking about? And so after the phone call, he goes, hey, what? I'm like, how did it go? He's like, oh, it's great talking to Josh. Love talking to him. I'm like, cool. He's like, he kept mentioning like the past is the past. And he said, bygones be bygones. He's like, what the fuck is he talking about? I go, I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's like, bygones be bygones. Yes, they're bygones. They're gone by because I didn't even know it existed.
Oh.
Anyway, I'd love to see Josh pop up in a tournament, by the way.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He's been known to pop into Florida every now and then. I haven't seen him yet, but he's got a family that lives somewhere in the area, so that'd be pretty great to get him back in. Another bad motherfucker, by the way.
Indeed.
Right?
Yes.
There are 4 There's a picture on the Zlurpcast Facebook page with 4 bad motherfucker wallets. Me, Xtreme, Josh, do you remember the fourth one?
Brian Harmon.
Brian Harmon, BCH. Speaking of people we got to get back in, that's under your watch.
It is, yes. I need to get him back.
Remember our live Zlurpcast and like we had like he was supposed to leave. He's going to get us to go to work. And then we like told him to tell his boss to fuck off. And he said he did. Remember that?
Yeah.
Told him to fuck off. We're all like, yeah, we all cheered, I think.
He was supposed to be at work. Instead, he was at live Zlurpcast.
It was Zlurpcast. Hey, another one of those probably should be coming up. Won't be 7-Eleven this time, though, because you've commandeered that date again. Is that right? Commandeered that date again.
For 1 year, it's my date again.
You got to get with the CEO of 7-Eleven. You guys got to get on the same schedules, you know?
Yeah.
Former 7-Eleven employee talking, by the way, my first job. All right. ADD. Okay, so where are we? Oh, the Dugout. What a wonderful place. Are you in the Dugout?
Sure, I'm inside the Dugout. I have some stuff here. Stuff. My next league game is Friday, playing my Chaos team. But beyond that, looking to the future, next on my painting table is my Old World Alliance team, The Storm. Which I have pages and pages of background for already.
That nobody else cares about.
No one does, but I do. So I already know.
Those models, they're kind of like cartoony, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they're Torchlight did all the sculpts for them.
Yeah.
And some of them are supposed to be star players, but I've resized the printing so they all kind of fit in the correct scale.
Oh, did you redo some yourself?
Well, whoever was Coda printed several of them for me. Mike printed some of them for me, and I asked them to adjust the scale to make them.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't have a printer yet.
I know you're asking about. You're like, hey, you're like, get the skill. Don't give Xtreme any info. If he gets a 3D printer, then all you people that have one are now worthless to him. You know that, right?
That's not true.
Anyone who has a 3D printer, once Xtreme gets one, you're going to be dead to him. So let's advocate. Tell him, did you hear about the person who got their dick caught in one and it printed a filament over and it happened. Look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up.
So anyway, I'm super excited to get that team painted because I already feel like I know all these players because I have these stories, chapters and chapters.
They don't even exist yet.
They don't.
They don't even exist.
So my plan is to play this team at Gen Con, so I need to get them painted.
Yeah, you do. Well, I'll tell you, it's going to check off another box. I know you're not really doing that though, right? Are you checking boxes for teams or no?
Not really, but I'm conscious of it. So, like, if I'm odd man out sometime, I'll pick a team that I haven't played.
That's my plan too. Like, I have 24. No. Is Slan in the 24 the original?
I'm not sure. I know you have everything before.
I have the original badge. I have that one, but I think I have 25 out of 20, and it was 24, but I got to get to 31. So that's also my plan. And when we talk about my tournament, I'll talk about my idea in the exclusive segment about my plan for that. But I think it's cool to check that off and kind of get another one done. But for you, more importantly, you're looking for a way to enjoy some dwarvery, right?
Yeah. So my hope, and I hesitate to say this in a public setting because I change my mind all the time. But my hope at this point is 2027, I'll be playing like a third of my games with dwarves, a third of my games with rolling with my 40s, and then a third with this new Old World Alliance team. So it'll all have some kind of dwarf in it, even though the Storm isn't going to be connected to 40 miners in any way.
So what happened to the Sherwood ghosts? They came in, they came out like a ghost. What, are they done?
No, I wouldn't be surprised if they pop up like once a year maybe, but they're not going to be one of my regulars.
Outside of Old World Alliance, sounds like you're trying to steal all my shit again. You got Wood Elves, Dwarves are mine. Right, Dwarves are mine.
Okay.
Ogres were mine.
All right.
No, actually, you had Ogres in 2004 at Chaos Cup.
So I hesitated to bring it up, but this is your third iteration of the Shamrock Shakes, and I've played in tournaments with 3 distinctly different Ogre teams.
Yeah, like actual different models, you mean?
Yeah.
What was your second one? I know your first one and your current one.
Yeah, the second one was I can't remember the sculptor, but the Impact had the sculpts for him for a while. and I took them to Underworld Cup, and they were all Mean Machine, so it was all like, what was that stupid movie? Anyway, they were all red and black.
Was it Godfather?
No, Adam Sandler was in the remake of it.
Going Overboard, Adam Sandler's first movie?
It doesn't matter. Anyway, I took them to Underworld, and I did really well. I got second place in Underworld with Ogres.
Nice. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Ogres are, you know, I don't know. I like playing Ogres. They're fun. This is gonna sound bad, but like, I don't care how it sounds. You know, at this point, we've been doing Zlurpcast for how many years? I don't care how it sounds. This is really lazy on my part. It's going to sound shitty. I like playing Ogres. I don't like going through all the steps to throw snots.
So,
you know what I mean?
I didn't mention it, but at Cabbage Cup in 4 games, I threw 0 players.
Okay.
Because my part of my theme with it is I'm there for the death rollers. I don't care about the little guys. So it's all about the death rollers. I had a death roller that was a ball carrier. That was my thing.
And so thematically, how would you even throw? Do they get like caught on the wheel and it like shoots them up?
Yeah, so they have exhaust pipes in the back of the death rollers, and you just shove them in there, and then you hammer it, and
that's nice.
Fly out.
See, I thought you were gonna go with like ejector seat, but yeah, I like your way better. You know what I'm saying? Like I like playing Ogres and Snots. I think the sidestep everywhere is annoying as fuck. I love that, but like it's just my games take forever when I do all the tricks. I don't even know like a better way to say that.
So even without doing all those tricks, I found it exhausting because I have all these tokens. You know, I have bonehead markers, I have stun prone markers, I have I'm constantly active on my opponent's turn, like doing stuff. Yeah. It's like, man, this is exhausting.
It's a lot, right?
Can I go back to playing a normal team?
Right. It's like, okay, I'm glad you like sort of agree with me on that. It's not that I like tricks on teams. I think they're fun and hilarious and all the goblin trick. I love all that shit. I just don't want to do them because I just want to like, boom, 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 boom. I just want to play. I don't know. It's
normally like on your opponent's turn, you can kind of sit back and relax a little bit. And this, like, no sidestep. Okay, I'm sidestepping over there. Yeah. Oh, my guy's down prone. Okay.
Yeah. I want to go on my phone and be that guy. You know, I just want to like, just, you know, leave, go to the bathroom, grab a drink, whatever. But no, you got to pay attention. I don't know. Anyway, Xtreme, I like your plan. A third. Which one of those is going to be 34%? Because you know what, it's not going to be. We're not going to do decimals. So who's going to get 34% for the other 33s?
Probably the 40 miners, if I had to guess.
All right, I'm going to hold you to it. I want you to list out. I'm going to fucking hold you to it. You're going to list out all your 2027 tournaments, and we're going to fucking slice and dice. Third. And if you don't stick to it, there will be hell to pay.
Slice and dice, the G.I. Joe ninjas.
That's what they were called?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. Was that later or was that early?
Yeah, that was during Ninja Force.
Okay. Were they Arashikage or were they just their own thing?
No, they were Cobra. Well, you know what? I don't know. I don't think they were, but who knows?
If they got their ass kicked a lot, they probably didn't have the same training.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. What happened to Real American Brian, too?
He got tired and moved on.
You know what I liked about Real American Brian?
What's that?
I like watching hands on comic book turning pages. I don't know. Like, I don't know why it just looks cool. I'm not a handophile or whatever they're fucking called. I'm not, you know, I'm not a handophile. But it's like Mr. Bill, you know, like I like just like turning pages. That's like you're reading to me, you know? Because you covered like the first 30 issues. I think you read them to us.
Yeah, I don't know how far I got. I should have went further. I would have liked to have gone further, but there's a lot.
Stopping at the silent issue, and then you just like, I can't compete with this, and then just like you can't finish it. Or it was such a good issue that you want to keep the silent gimmick going the whole time.
Yes, there's actually 180 videos of me just not saying anything.
Are they all private?
Yes.
Unlisted. Are your hands in there?
No, it's just me staring.
Oh, okay. All right, that sounds amazing. You laugh, but somebody's probably done that. You know? Like those videos that are like 10 hours of like a fucking sound effect.
Yeah.
10 hours of a fax machine going off or whatever.
People make all kinds of money off that shit.
10 hours of... Like, who the fuck? 10 hours of a fax machine. What the fuck? All right. I've said it all. Let's get the fuck out of the dugout. All right. We get out of the dugout. We got an exclusive. Then we're going to close it up. That's what we're doing. Come back for that right now.
You are tuned into the Zlurpcast, your source for Blood Bowl discussion in the States.
Brought to you by Spiky. Just kill it.
And
Now, a Zlurpcast exclusive.
Oh! Drop my mic. You know they say mic drop extreme? You ever hear that?
I have heard that before.
I literally dropped my mic.
Oh, man.
All right. Exclusive. This isn't it, but I want to show you this. Have I ever showed you this thing?
I don't think so.
This alien? It's alien captured. If you open this, it is the worst smelling thing known to mankind and Dude Love and Cactus Jack. It is the I bought this. I was gonna do like this movie project a long time ago when I went to that broadcast school, and it was gonna be like the MacGuffin, if you will, the Pulp Fiction case of the movie. And it was gonna be trying to, everyone wanted to take credit for finding this alien in the jar, and never ended up making it. But I was gonna fill it up with some kind of like colored juice, like he's like in there like marinating. But it is the funniest thing though is when I show it to somebody and I say, "Oh, check it out, open it and smell." And I make him smell it, and it smells so bad. The rubber or whatever it's made of. So it stays on my shelf. It looks really cool, but I won't smell it. But I might trick somebody. It might happen one day. So pretty cool. I think everybody needs an alien in their room of some kind. You might maybe you got like a face hugger. I'm not saying what kind of alien. That's up to you to decide. But everyone's got to get like an alien in their room. Do you have an alien?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay, you better.
I'm sure there's something in here.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right. This is the exclusive. The exclusive is not just involving me. It also involves my friend Xtreme here. So I am running a tournament. First time in Florida. I wasn't gonna. I turned into Trump for a second. I wasn't gonna. I'm in a tournament. I wasn't gonna. But I just wanted to be a player. I just wanted to play games. But there's something inside all of us. Maybe an alien. I don't know. There's something inside of us that says, you know what? I want to contribute. I want to do something. So I saw my league was running some people running stuff there, James and all the great, awesome crew in Florida. I'm like, I'm going to run something. But I gotta up the stakes a little bit. I did not want to run a tournament in a game store. Nothing against game stores. Love them. That's not where I'm at right now. I've run a bunch, not as many as you, but I've run a bunch of tournaments over the years. I wanted to do something somewhere cool. So I thought either a like brewery or like a cool bar or like a cafe with like coffee and the drinks, kind of like a chill kind of environment. Somewhere on location. 3 games, because I think 4 is a lot. And it's hard to do 4 in like a weird location. You know what I mean? Like a game store could be kind of by the book. 1, 2, 3, 4. But if there's like stuff going on or whatever, it's hard to do 4 as well. So I knew I wanted to do 3 games, and I decided on a brewery and the Yingling beer, originally from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, the oldest brewery in America. They have a location in Tampa as well. It's been there for like maybe 30 years, maybe. And I thought, let me take a quick little tour, check it out. And I went in there and like, wow, this is perfect. The tables fit well. Price, I mean, it's going to get paid for in the entrance fee. I'm not making any money. But I knew that the crew in Florida, while there will be a lot of people that say, not for me. Either I don't drink, I don't want to spend that kind of money, whatever it is, because it's $45 to play. And then you got to buy that, at least that amount in food and drink, which lunch and dinner and drinks, it's probably not a big deal, but I don't want to speak, it's not for everybody, but I knew there's enough people here. Let's break it down for a second, Xtreme. There's people here in Florida that have done Blood Bowl cruises. They do Blood Bowl camping trips. They've had a 24-hour Blood Bowl all-nighter. Like, there's some hardcore dedicated Blood Bowl coaches here that will just do whatever. So I'm like, I think I'm in good hands. So I got this tournament. My rules for this the tournament name is called the Feats of Strength. Feats spelled like our feet. F-E-E-T-S, feats of strength, all kicker themed. I got the idea. I was watching an old Saturday Night Live skit, and it was like a Super Bowl shuffle parody, but it was all kickers. And they were all like these foreign guys. And they're like, we are kicker, we kick ball, we play with ball. And I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. And I'm thinking, what if there was like a Blood Bowl kicker thing? Because nobody has that. In second edition, there were kicker models, and they were a position in the fluff. In fact, my awards are named after those iconic kickers. But once we went to third edition in like the mid 90s, that went away. We had the kick skill. We didn't really have kickers. So I thought, not only do we now have the punt skill, we didn't have that before. We have kick and punt. We have put the boot in. We have a lot of feet related skills. I'm like, what if we just had them, give them all? So you're going to designate one lineman type player and get all those skills. Kick, punt, steady feet, or sure feet, steady footing, put the boot in, pro, because they're a professional, and leader, because they're the leader. They're like, it's like a star player, but I'm not allowing stars. They're the only one. So that's my theme, all kicker themed, bonus points for stuff done with the kicker as well. So Xtreme, thanks for some of the extra ideas with that. I think it's going to be great. But the exclusive, the real exclusive is you're going to get a kicker model. Not just any kicker. Anybody. I mean, anybody could be. Listen, I played fucking soccer for 6 years. Anybody could be a kicker. Never scored one goal. Never scored. Did you know that, Xtreme? Fun trivia?
I don't know.
Never.
Possibly.
Yeah. I was goalie half the time, but still, I should have fucking scored at least once. Like, even on accident, even on my own goal. But eventually they're like, listen, he's not going to score. Just put him as far back away as possible from the other side. I'm like, I'll be goalie. Golden Toe Joe. He is the kicker of the 40. In fact, he's the kicker of the 40 miners. In your fluff Xtreme, is he a star?
He's a team captain.
Team captain. Oh, shit. Yeah. That's a star in my book. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, Xtreme. You've allowed me to not only use the name Golden Toe Joe, but everyone's going to get a Golden Toe Joe model. And you'll see a post up, if it's not up already, of some painted ones up there. Thanks to whoever painted all of those different ones up. You're going to get one of those. And if you want to get one early and make that the kicker on your team and paint it to match, you can do that. But here's what I wanted to ask you, Xtreme. Mm-hmm. So that's great news, awesome exclusive. I'm super excited for this giveaway because the more stuff I can give away, it also helps with like the entrance fee and all that. Do you think it should be like a dwarf joined their team, but they were trained by that team? Like, I'm trying to think how it's going to work if an elf player paints up that model for their team and they're going to use them as an elf kicker. They're not going to be a dwarf kicker. Is the idea that they basically train them? It's like being raised by wolves, right? That's what you were raised by, right?
I don't know. This is getting weird.
No, it's not weird. I need you're a fluff man. You're not. Listen, you got a team called the Storm. You never even played with them yet. They're not even built yet. And you got a fluff. So I'm asking you, if someone uses that model with their team and they're not dwarves, that's what I should say? Like, he's your kicker. He's a star player. For all intents and purposes, he's a star player. You're not allowed to buy actual stars. Your only star is this kicker. And not only does he have like 7 skills, but you also get bonus points. So he is a focal point of your team. But is he assimilated to the team he's playing with?
I mean, he has leader, so he in some way he has to be assimilated. Maybe he's a pro. He's a pro. He's a professional kicker is what he is. He's a pro. He's the leader. The leader. Can't have more than one. You can't. It's a waste, right? He's the leader. He's a pro. He's got steady feet. He's got sure foots. He's got put the foots in. He's got kick and punts. Sure.
It fits. Now, should he be like Golden Toe Jeff? Like, should they be like their own, like...
I mean, I think you have to if you're going to have people playing against each other with them. You can't.
They're not the same guy, though. They're not the same guy. It's not a Highlander situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't have, like, 2 people with Golden Toe Joe. That doesn't make any sense. So I think you have to have a Jeff, a Joe, a Jim
But I'm
Bob.
saying, What if they didn't want to call him Golden Toe? They just wanted to call him like, fucking Squeeb Squab, whatever,
Do you?
Okay.
Maybe he's in hiding. He's in the witness protection program.
If you ever came to this tournament, would you have the only like actual Golden Toe Joe?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. What if someone had like Golden Toe Joseph?
We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll play him and put him
All right. So that's all right. So that's the giveaway. I think it's going to be great. So thank you, Xtreme. It's pretty cool because that way, there's really not outside of third-party models. There's not a lot of kicker models, right?
No, not anymore. No, I mean the second edition kicker models are some of my favorite. I mean the dwarf kicker model is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
But
that's the closest we have. Some are there even kicker models with? I know I mentioned like third-party. Are there like Grebo and stuff? Do they actually have kickers or no?
Occasionally you'll see like a lineman model in a kicking pose. But
yeah. Well, I'm going to be my own odd man out for this one. If I get a chance to play, there's only one choice I have, and that is the Scares. Why? Because there's a kicker. Butthead is on the team.
Yeah.
He's a kicker. It's a great-looking model, painted by Xtreme as well. Here's what I wanted to share with you, Xtreme. I just decided this today. I may not get to play. Who knows? It's 50-50, right? I'm going to play him as Corn.
As Corn, okay.
Okay. Fluff-wise, Bloody Ryan left the team, and they were on a losing streak. I'm making this up right now. And they had to look for something else. Where else can they look? It was a way to get better and learn some skills. Well, they went where a lot of us go, to the Dark Gods. And Corn has blessed them and made them very angry. Very angry. But I do have 4 of the models are bigger, and they're kind of strength 4 looking compared to the other. The ones I used to use as bodyguards for when I tried nobility with them a couple times. So I got Mongo McMongrel, DeFreezer, Dick Bent, and then the old Zug with the helmet up. I use him as enemy Sorehead, like Emery Moorhead, the old tight end. Those are, so they're bigger models. I think they'd be good for that. And then, of course, Papa Scare will be the, what do they call it? Blood Spawn? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I get to use my Butthead model. And I get to check off Corn off the list.
Nice.
Now, it's not me being lazy. I know, Xtreme, for a while, you were very against teams, like checking off multiple teams for one team. Remember that? You were against that, right?
I wasn't against other people doing it. I was just against doing it myself because I would get confused.
You're against other people doing it. But you've done it yourself, right?
In the past, I was okay with other people doing it. I was against myself doing it because I would get confused.
But now you are. Now you've done it, though, correct?
I have done it, yes.
Okay. So I want to make sure. Practice what you preach, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long road with Blood Bowl. Times change. Beliefs change.
Yeah. As the theme music of Zlurpcast would say, the band Forlin, times change, people change. And you know what? Blood Bowl changes. So, yeah. I'm going to write it in the fluff. I'll write some fluff up. I mean, good starting point is the actual 85 Bears. But then what happens when they're not winning anymore? Where do they turn to? So, kind of a fun little thing. I hope I get to play. I don't think I will, but you never know. Because, I mean, theoretically, I should sell out. But anything could happen. I'm going to be ready to play. So, yeah, pretty great exclusive. I love it. That's going to be on June 20th. There are spots open right now. Details on there's a Facebook event for it. It's shared on the Zlurp Nation Facebook group. It's also in the Zlurpcast Discord. It's also in the Florida Blood Bowl Discord. If you're looking for a trip to go with the family, you want to come to Florida, you don't want to do Chaos Cup for whatever reason, come on down in June and stop by my tournament and enjoy some beer. I have a tour of the brewery scheduled between rounds 2 and 3. So there's a food break, lunch. Game 1's at 11, or check-in's 11, I think. After game 1, lunch. And then after game 2, the whole crew, we're going to take a tour of the brewery. And there's a lot of walking, I was told. I told the lady, there's gamers. She's like, can they handle it? I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of walking because you're going upstairs. You're looking at cool stuff. And there's a tasting as part of it. You get a bunch of flights and all that. So I think it's going to be fucking great. I cannot wait for it. It's the tournament I've always envisioned. I've always wanted to do a Blood Bowl tournament like the Brits do in a pub. So, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I wish I could go.
Well, maybe one day.
Someday.
One day. All right. Well, I think that's it. Anything else you want to hit on, Xtreme?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, make sure to like this video, subscribe everywhere. YouTube, wherever you get your podcast, follow everywhere. Add Zlurpcast. We'll put some clips up on the social medias. Details on the website, bloodbowlpodcast.com, because there isn't any others as far as I'm concerned. You know, unless you like that one that G-Dub likes. You don't like that one. But we've got the website, and we've got the Discord, Xtreme. I give you credit, Xtreme. It seems like every day you're like the topic man. Like 7 a.m., you're like, all right, what are we talking? What's the count, boys? What's the count, boys? You're like, 12 people online, no topics yet. What's the count, boys? And then you throw something out there, and they just grab onto it. You know, I like that. I can't always keep up, but I think it's cool people do. I like when you throw something out there, and then you can't keep up. There'll be like 50 responses. Then you chime in. You're like, oh, where are we? Oh, see what you started? You fucking threw a grenade and left, you know?
I have to work. Jeez, it's horrible.
Yeah. I always like, what does everyone else do all day? That's what I want to know. How do I get the job that all these gamers have where they can do that all day? I want that shit. All right. Well, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. We'll be back again and hopefully see you on the pitch. It's a new closing. See if it sticks. Say bye, Brian.
Goodbye, Brian.
Bye, Brian. B. Brian Blair, Killer Bees, WWF. All right.
Meet Charlie Victor, the MVP of Blood Bowl accessories. Need swag for your Blood Bowl league or tournament? Charlie Victor's got you covered. From dice that roll one's way too often, to gear that makes your team look as sharp as your trash talk. Impress or insult your fake-ass Blood Bowl friends with the Zlurpcast Ball Liquor Token. Why you laugh indeed. Hey, coach, level up your game at charlievictorproducts.com.